Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 15th. This week, we're just going to jump right in here. You have this inner peace card and this standstill card. Yeah, this could be like you coming off of a break or just having taken a break for a while, trying to like recharge your batteries or whatever. So some of you, it looks to me, like you've gone through some soul searching or you've done some soul searching in your life looking for answers. I think we said something about this at the end of 2023. There was something like this came up. I seem to remember in one of your readings. So, it looks to me like you took some time maybe over the holidays or maybe over the last couple of months and just kind of we're looking for answers or, we're looking for a direction is really what this reading says to me because, Six of Swords, Chariot, these are cards of moving on. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. As I always say, Chariot is really a card, it is a victory, but it is a card of moving on. He is leaving the city behind him and he has no clue where he's going. He's just trusting that the universe is bringing him in the right direction. So, for a lot of you, it looks to me like you've done some soul searching. You've looked for answers on, the direction of your life. And now maybe you found those answers and you're getting off onto your path with the Temperance card. So pretty straightforward stuff as far as I'm concerned. Look, you have this card here. It says you're stepping into a brand new chapter. So, definitely looks like a brand new chapter of your life. Kind of makes sense. You have Pluto going into your sign at the end of this year, 2024. And, Pluto is definitely a planet of rebirth, reinvention, death, transformation. So, it doesn't surprise me that a lot of you could be undergoing these transformations. You do have love here, but I also want to say that the Lovers can just be you being at a crossroads. So again, to me, the Lovers is more, there's definitely love here, don't get me wrong, we'll talk about it, but, I think that the Lovers in this reading is more talking about you having made a choice or a decision on the path that you're going to take. You have the Six of Swords here, which is, of course, moving on to calmer shores, and so I feel for a lot of you that you have, you took some time to find your inner peace, or you've done some soul searching clearly, and this is leading you in a new direction. I don't know, I feel like the first row is very simple. It's like not really saying much to me, again, other than what I've already said. So there you go. You have the Hermit. I do feel like this first row is talking about your past. If you don't know, I use what I call a loose spread. So I do past, present, future, outcome. And I also label the rows with different things, So like general, we're doing unexpected, what's coming towards you, and then the good stuff in the last row. So, I always look at the first row as your past position as well. And, I feel like you've just done some soul searching, found some answers. You have the World, which is literally a card of completion. The Major Arcana, we go from the Fool to the World, and then we just start all over again as a Fool. So, it looks to me like you are ending a cycle, or you have ended some sort of cycle in your life, or you're just getting ready for a new cycle. That's really what I should be saying, is that you're getting ready for a new cycle. You're stepping into a brand new chapter. Pretty good stuff. I like this. Feels good. I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with this new chapter. With the Six of Swords, you have the Ace of Cups here. This definitely could be moving towards love if you desire love, but we are in a heart-based time, as I always say, so I think that for a lot of people, all these Cups cards and stuff could also be talking about people following their heart, and, that's really what I encourage everyone to do right now. So, the world is full of really bad ideas, and I think that following your heart is a good idea, and so, doing that will, of course, lead to more success in your life, or, could lead to more happiness, or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I would pay attention to here. But I think that there is a lot of happiness coming in for you. With the Hermit, I almost just said the Virgo card, you have the Nine of Cups, again, another card of fulfillment. If you took a break to look for some inner answers, or to do some soul searching, to maybe find what is fulfilling to you, then this is very good. And so again, maybe some of you have been looking for answers as to like what fulfills you, what brings you happiness and joy in life. Maybe you didn't know, right? Some people don't. So there's nothing wrong with like looking for it. And I feel for a lot of you, you've been looking for it. It's like you're about to get something you wish for, is what I would say here. Yeah, with the World, you have the Six of Cups here. These are all wish cards, I would consider them. Like Nine of Cups, even the Six of Cups as well. Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, like thinking about the way things used to be. And, again, I personally do not consider it to be a card of the past. It can be a card of thinking about the past, but I don't consider it a card of the past coming back. And, really, I feel that sometimes, for the most part, the Six of Cups is a gift from the universe. Like, the gift we usually receive with the Six of Cups is we're bumping up against an obstacle, and then the Six of Cups comes in and removes the obstacle. So if you've been experiencing obstacles in your life, this could be the removal of those obstacles, and you could be being set free. And so that's kind of like more the energy I feel. I also feel like I am getting that you like want to go back to this energy is what I'm getting, but like it's more saying maybe you used to be a lot happier. Maybe you used to really enjoy your job a lot more. It's like I feel like you're searching for a feeling is more, maybe that's a good way to put it, right? It's almost like you're searching for a certain energy, right? Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card that says, it's time to take action. I don't think there's anything unexpected here. I really need to change the row of the unexpected. I probably will, because I don't really think we're in a time where there are things that are unexpected. We're in a time of truth, and so we're going to see a lot of truths being revealed in the world in general, but also like on a personal level, it's like even if something surprising happens in your life, you'll probably be able to connect it to something else. Like if you really think about it, you'll probably be like, oh, I knew this was going to happen because XYZ happened in the past, right? So it's like there really is nothing unexpected. You have this communication card. It says communication is key. So yeah, if you are looking for love, obviously there's going to need to be communication. It does look like you need to take control. If you already have a person in your life, or if you're interested in a person, again, this could say that you need to take control or you need to do something. You go Chariot, Lovers to the Moon. This could be this right here. This is literally saying you need to take control of love because there's someone who you might be interested in, but maybe they have no idea. The moon is hidden. The moon is fears, So again, obviously, if you're interested in a person that doesn't even know, then you're going to have to like do some flirting or something like that. You have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. So again, I tell people this all the time, not to discourage people, but, to motivate people that, I think over the next 10 years, we're going to see like a lot of people who just worried and did nothing and with their lives, didn't build anything new. And so that's why I'm always encouraging people to build something new, because trust me, but like at the end of the 10 years, 10 years from now, you're going to want to have built something in your life. It could be yourself, right? It could be your body. It could be your ideas in life. You could write a book over the next 10 years. You could start a YouTube channel. You could do, build a garden in your backyard. It doesn't have to be anything important. It just has to be something. And because then you won't feel like you wasted your time. If you build obviously, if you can build something, being an Aquarius, if you can build something that inspires people, then that's going to be like 10 times better. But it could be anything. And again, like I always say, I think that a lot of people are going to get to the end of this 10 years and they're going to be like, oh my God, all I did was worry and I wasted all that time. So I would like do something positive in the world with like your energy. And again, I think you're going to be happy that you did. I also do feel, again, if you are looking for love, it's like you might be interested in a person where you're not sure how they feel. And I feel this is kind of like saying, well, you can dream about it all day long. I say this to you every single reading because every single reading you get the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you have to be strong if you're interested in a person, and you have to talk to them, especially if it's like a person you work with here, or if it's a friend, because you have these Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is like, whenever I see it, I'm always like, oh, whoever I'm reading for is interested in their friend. So if you're interested in a friend, you might need to reach out. With the Chariot, you have the Tower. Everybody's had the Tower again. I'm sure we're going to see more global Tower moments. Doesn't really surprise me. By the way, also, Tower and Chariot is just a move. So some of you could be moving or deciding to move. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Lovers again. So I knew that you were probably stuck here in a love situation. It's like someone has to open up, or someone has to communicate with the other person here, and kind of like, say something. It's like the universe is trying to bring two people together. I think something people forget about the Lovers is that this is your higher self angel, and it kind of represents both people's higher self is trying to bring the two people together as well. So again, if you're interested in like a friend, they're probably interested in you, but maybe you just don't know and you need to communicate more or say something. And obviously, if you're like interested in someone at work or something and they don't know that you're interested, something needs to happen here. With the Strength card, you have the Three of Swords. This kind of changes things. This tells me that someone has been waiting for the other person to heal. So you might be interested in a person that you know has needed to heal. Maybe they've gone through a breakup or separation, or you needed to heal is kind of what I get here. Take it how it resonates. But I do see love, again, going this way. So it does look pretty good to me here for you, Aquarius, if you are looking for love. Next, you have this Time Machine card and this Seeing Beyond card. Yeah, again, I feel like some of you are, again, Time Machine, like I said, in 10 years, I think people are going to be like, oh my God, what did I do with my life? I did nothing, and, all that other stuff. So I would do something here with the Time Machine card. The Seeing Beyond card is about, like, trusting your intuition. And you have the Seven of Cups as your first card in this row with the Knight of Cups, which I'll show you in a second, but Seven of Cups is dreaming of all the possibilities, looking at all the different ways that something could happen. And the Seven of Cups really says, well, every single outcome you imagine is true. But you are not going to know which one is true until you actually step into the situation. So the Knight of Cups, could be love. This could be a knight in shining armor. And again, you could be imagining all the good things and all the bad things with the Seven of Cups. But, really, until you take action, you're not going to know. The other thing about this is this could just be a dream. The Knight of Cups is normally looking into his cup there, and he is scrying. He is basically imagining his future, and all he has to do is plant seeds in front of that water there. He's standing in the desert, but there's water flowing in front of him. So, for a lot of you, this just says you have to plant seeds for them to grow, and you have to take the first steps to make something happen. Again, I feel like a lot of people are, kind of like in this space right now where it's almost like you're standing in front of like this big cave, right? And this gigantic cave, and it's all you're looking into is blackness. You can't see what's on the other side when you take the first step into the cave. It's like it's a cave that consumes all the light, and at the end of it is a bunch of treasure, but it's almost like everybody is just like not taking that step into the cave. I just feel this is a collective energy, by the way. And so I feel that for people to be successful, it's like we really have to take a step into the darkness. But it's not like dark. It's just, we just don't know what it is. You have the Lovers. Again, definitely could be true love coming in for you here. Could be a fire sign. Of course, it could be any sign. This is a general reading. But Sagittarius stands out to me. Obviously, water stands out to me. Could be any sign, like I said. Doesn't really matter. You have the you have the Temperance card here. So you've been very patient. We have a lot of patience here. Strength, temperance. So it's like you've been waiting for something, or you've been waiting for something to change. Like I said earlier, like I also said, this could be maybe you've been waiting for a person to heal, or maybe you've been waiting for a person to overcome some challenges, or whatever the case may be with that Temperance card. So let's see what is going on here for you. That was the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know if you saw that pop out there, but Knight of Pentacles, again, is like slow progress, not making any moves. So someone needs to make a move here and something. With the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. I would be careful of attaching past disappointments to future situations, is what I'm getting here. It's like sometimes, love and otherwise, we're not just talking about love here. Sometimes I think if you fail too many times in work or business or career or your health, it becomes harder and harder and harder to take a risk again, right? So I feel like some of you need to, but I feel like you need to realize that you have the resources. You have the resources to be successful. All those things that you see as failures, those were learning experiences. And I think as long as you look at those things and you say, you know what, I learned from this, I educated myself on whatever this is, I think you will be fine. With the Lovers, you have the Page of Wands. I said fire. Here you go. I immediately picked up on fire in this reading. That's literally why I said it, other than the Sagittarius card. Again, you really don't have a lot of fire here. So again, but I knew that something like this was going to come up. It could be a fire sign. It could also be a person who has fire in their chart, or it's like maybe you have complementary fire placements. There's something about fire here for sure. With the Temperance card, are you kidding? You have the Fool. So we talked about this with the World, that there is clearly a new chapter because we see it there. And I was talking about how you go from the World to the Fool in the Major Arcana normally. So I feel that a lot of you could be having some sort of new beginning, or there is a new beginning that's coming in for you here. And, for a lot of you, I do feel this is love. And look, we go this way, Ace of Cups, Lovers to the Fool. So if you are thinking about taking a leap of faith towards a person, I think you are going to be very happy that you did, with this energy here, because, it just looks very good. And, I don't even think this is doing much. I'm not saying you have to, walk up to a person and tell them you want to marry them. I think you just have to talk to them or something, or do something. Because, again, this gives me the vibes of a person not knowing, or maybe your friends or something like that, right? And so something obviously has to happen. People can't read your mind. So it's like something has to happen here, obviously, to get this going. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this networker card. It says networking can help your money grow. Marketer, public relations, brand manager, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? It says you're trying to do too much. You need support. It's okay to trust help. Yes, I feel like it's okay for you to trust help. Maybe you've had a lot of problems working together with people. I think it's okay. But also, obviously, it is a great time for networking. I've been saying for years that we're in a time of co-creation. So anything you can do to work together with other people is a great idea. You have this card that says you're stepping into a brand new chapter, clearly. And there's like a rocket on this card. So, I feel like you're, blasting off here, Aquarius, stepping into a really good time. So, love to see it. You have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a card of focusing on your resources. We are in a time of resourcefulness. I say this in like every single reading. It's kind of boring at this point, but really it is super important as well. I would be paying attention to resources, where you get your resources, how you make your resources. We're not even talking about just money. People can be a resource. Your energy is a resource. Love is a resource, right? So it's like, I would be looking at your resources and, making sure that you're doing things that nurture resources, that bring more resources into your life, and, all that other good stuff. By the way, there could also be a Capricorn coming in for you as well. You have the Page of Cups, so we definitely know that there's love coming in with this reading. So if you're looking for a connection, this looks like a pretty solid connection to me. So, this could be something that makes you very happy or brings a lot of happiness into your life. I also feel, I'm getting the word truth here, which I do not look at the Page of Cups as a card of truth. But for whatever reason, I'm getting some sort of truth here. But, this could be like a person who is the truth, where you're like, wow, this person's the truth. They tell the truth. They are an honest person. It's like that type of energy here. I also feel like this could be your truth, because the thing about the Page of Cups is that he has this fish in this cup here, and that fish represents, something that you want to create in your life, something that you want to do, be, or have. And I feel for a lot of you that you could be like trying to create a new beginning or have a new beginning in your life. And the fish, I always look at as like a part of your dream. You could be like trying to manifest your dream or create part of your dream. And so I think a lot of you could be working on like your dream, and that could be you trying to manifest your dream. We even have the moon here. The moon is showing up in the good stuff. And I always say with the moon that we need to bring our dream down to earth. The moon is in our imagination. It is something that might not exist. So, this is something that needs to, it is the darkness, the blackness that I was talking. This is a cave where it doesn't matter how much light you shine into it. It just gobbles up the light, right? And so I feel like that's where a lot of us are at. But really, if we would just step into the cave, we might discover that the treasure is like 10 feet in, and we just have to like walk in, go grab it, and leave, right? So that's like the time that we're in. I think that, and again, I think that we're going to see people, examples of people who are becoming successful like very, very quickly. Maybe we see a lot of overnight successes in the world. And I think the reason is those are going to be the people that take the first leap. So, be one of those people. You have the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands about being bold, being assertive, really going for something, everything that we've talked about. So there you go. With the Page of Cups, you have the Nine of Wands. See, I feel like you are attracting a person that's been hurt as well. So I think you're attracting a person who has gone through a healing. This could be two people. This might be why you're taking your time. This could be two people that have been hurt and are like healing and coming together. So, there you go. With the Moon card, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is work hard, play hard. I think that, if you're working too much, you should be balancing out your energy. If you're playing too much, you should be balancing out your energy as well. So you have that Seeing Beyond card. I would definitely use your intuition to make changes. You have the Sun card. It says happiness and well-being. Yeah, we see a lot of happiness here. Again, I think that a lot of your readings, Aquarius, talk about needing to maintain your happiness. Again, I think that there could be a little bit of extra worrying going on for you. And I think that all of your readings basically say, like, yes, there are reasons to worry. There are concerns, of course, in the world and things like that. And I'm not saying, like, ignore those things, but I am saying, it's like, what can you control and all that other stuff, right? And we've tried worrying for thousands of years, right? We've played the worrying game, the news game, where they just tell us about all these horrible things that are going on. But I think it's time for a change. We need to bring more light into the world, right? You have this Chair-filled card. It says someone new is entering your life. Definitely. I think this whole entire reading basically says there's clearly someone new entering into your life. I don't think it's new, though. It's not like it's like a new relationship, yes, but I think it's a person that you are at least aware of, And so there you go. You have this wall card. It says misunderstandings. Yeah, I would be careful of misunderstandings. I would be super clear at this time as well. I think that with everything we do, we should be kind of laying things out as clear as we possibly can. There is a lot of confusion. I always think that, it's kind of funny because I get a lot of comments where people are like, oh my God, we're past the retrograde. Why does it seem like we're still in the retrograde? Part of me is starting to believe Neptune and Pisces, right? I blame with like 900 hurricanes over your head and the ocean is like miles and miles and miles deep, and the deepest ocean ever, and it's just like the waves are taller than skyscrapers, right? How's that for an image, right? So, what I would say here is that, I think that, that's where the confusion is coming from. So again, I think to avoid it, we just need to be very clear with the things that we do. You have this archway card. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So yeah, a lot of new, you have the stepping into this brand new chapter, which obviously is going to open up new pathways. Looks really good. I like where this is going, actually. So thank you for being here, Aquarius, and definitely enjoy your week.